Welcome back. So it's been quite a while. So the last time I did a video was back in April, I think, and I've just had a lot of stuff to do. It was summer, and now we're in October, so I'm going to get back on it. And I've just been, last weekend I had a sort out in the garage, got all my bits and pieces together. I think I've got all the parts I need to put it all back together. There might be some odds and sods, but yeah, it should be simple. I have forgotten a lot of things. I've got lots of photos. I will need to look back at the videos just to remind myself of how I took it apart and so on. But what I'm going to do now, just going to show you what I've been sort of fanning around with, what I'm going to be doing later today, and just sort of where I'm at with things really. So nice to have you back. So there he is, old Eddie. So yeah, paintwork's still looking good. In all honesty, it does need a mop. Just yeah, I will give it a good mop. It's still shiny, it's still glossy. There's just some little bits here and there that I need to sort of just mop out and so on. So yeah, so where am I at? So what have I been doing? So last week I went round and I put some of this Dynax S50 into the cavities. So the main areas I've done are basically inside here, basically inside the seal, both sides. I've done inside here, both sides, with that. And I think that's all I really needed to do. I've done a bit in where the hill boards are. I've kind of sprayed a bit through that wheel arch section there. And yeah, oh yeah, and in, as you can see, I've done inside the cross member. That will clean out. It's gone hard now, so it's all soft. So yeah, so I've done that. I've used this other Dynax, which is the clear film corrosion wax or anti-corrosion wax. I have sprayed that over both rear wheel arches, basically where the tanks are going to go. I'm never going to be able to get to again. I've just sprayed all that with the clear cavity wax on both sides, and I've also sprayed through here. I've also put that what one is it? The S50 in these channels down here, and in the B pillar bits down there as well. So then I also sprayed the clear stuff under the bonnet. I'm not going to lift the bonnet because it's not got hinges on it at the moment. I've just sprayed that basically underneath the scuttle before the wiring loom goes in, and there's a couple of areas I'm just gonna spray some around this top area before the wiring loom goes in. So that's all the protection done on that. So you probably notice on here there's my heater. Stuart Pennington repaired that for me. That's not the one he repaired, that's the one I bought from eBay, which it's not quite the same. So the one I've got, the original one from the car has been repaired. Sadly, this is the original heater matrix from the original heater, and I thought I could salvage that, but as I started sort of trying to brush it, it's just completely gone, which is a shame, because the new ones, this is a new type one, it's just slightly, it's different. You can see it's different. It's the same size, fits the same. The holes, the tube, the heater outlets, inlets and outlets are in the same place, but it's just slightly different. So and I've had a look, I can't find any of these original ones, so it's a shame, but it is what it is, isn't it? So that's that. So I've got my little bench set up, which is where I'm going to build both the subframes up on. It's a bit difficult doing it in the tool store because I've just not got the room in there. So yeah, so some of the first, so I've got all my little bits and pieces out, all the brackets. I sprayed all these 2 years ago. Got all them out, ready for, some of them go on the subframe, some for the hydroelastic suspension fittings and so on. I've got some noise elimination stuff there, which I've got to put on the doors, the rear quarters, and I think that's probably about as far as I'm going to go with that. I don't know, I might, you know, didn't have it before I stripped it off, so I might get some more, but it's quite expensive and I don't need a whole packet of it. So yeah, so they're all my bits and pieces there. I've also got these already, so I've got the back plates for the rear drums. These are new disc covers for the front. I've actually stripped them back and then sprayed them with a satin hammerite. So that is that. And then where else are we? So I've got my brand new wiring loom, front and rear. David Wilson actually sort of took it apart, added more bits into it that I needed, and then retaped it all up. So that's all good to go. So I think I've put in a front and rear heater screen, which is what I'm putting on this, and also a USB sort of outlet or output. So that'd be one of the first things I'll get in. Just got my bits box of odds and sods. I've tried to keep everything just so as a reminder of what I needed and what I can use, what I can't use. I'm going to reuse obviously the drive shafts, but probably replace these, which I've got some new ones there anyway. So that is that. These up here are just the tubes for the rear hydroelastic. What else have I got? So I've got so that is the original steering rack, which Nick Rogers Mini Bits has refurbed for me. I've also got a refurbed remote gear change thing. It's the original from the car. I've just had it refurbed again by Nick Rogers at Mini Bits. And I've just got lots and lots of packages, because I don't understand what a lot of the stuff is just by looking at it. I just generally sort of keep it together with the invoices, because generally in the bags it's got codes on them, so then I can pinpoint what everything is. Yes, I've just got lots and lots of stuff. So I've got new drums. I'm toying with the idea of getting mini fins. I don't know, I'm trying to keep everything as original as it was, but is that a good upgrade? I don't know. I'm still thinking about that. So we've got front hubs, new ball joints, all the suspension stuff. What else we got here? Just bits and pieces really. Got wheel bearings, front Timkins, and rear. I don't think the Rover ones for the rears. Master cylinders. Yeah, so I've got stuff everywhere. New front and rear screen, obviously heated, the invisible type. And yeah, so, and obviously I've got all the bits on there. I've got this front and rear subframe, which has been previously powder coated. And yeah, I need to start going through stuff. So what else? Oh yeah, what else have I got? So on there I've got the brake lines, I've got the hydroelastic lines, I've got a new set and the original set. So I'm going to put them on when I do the wiring loom. Battery cable, that'll all go on next. And what I'm going to do with the hydroelastic lines is probably just coat them in a Dynax clear corrosion wax before they go on, just so that, because the problem I have with the old set, although it's only surface corrosion, there's a bit of yeah, you can see there, new, old, so it probably will clean up, but I'm just gonna I've got the new ones anyway, so I'm just gonna put corrosion stuff on them and then fit them. So yeah, first job is wiring loom in, especially front to back, brake lines, handbrake cables, because it's twin, and battery cable, and the hydroelastic lines, oh, and the fuel line. So lots to get on with. I'm going to try and do it in stages, but it doesn't always work like that. I might have an off day and putting the subframe together is not going well, so it might sort of roll over, but I am going to try and do it in sort of stages, so it's sort of itemised on the video list. So yeah, I'll probably chat in between some of it maybe, but I'll probably, most of the time I'll probably just have the camera set up there and just roll in and just jump in and say odd things and stuff. So it's not going to be a detailed build like Keith does. You can just look at other videos of Keith's and mine. I'm just going to get on with it, make mistakes, let you see the mistakes, and yeah, just I just do mine different. I just want to get on with it. So yeah, so see you on the next one.